Today, I'm going to go over my top 3 things that are bullshit that doctors tell people. All right. What is up, my butthole breathers? I think that's going to be the winner. That's what y'all are. You're going to be breathing through your butthole. All right. I'm feeling a little spicy today. So we're just going to come out swinging. Whew. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can clearly see I'm podcasting from one of my favorite places to work. That is my bed. Talk about de-stressing and relaxing. Like in a cozy comforter, in comfy clothes, with a bunch of pillows and my blankies, I could work from bed all day, every day, and like crush it. I don't know. For some reason, it's like safe and relaxing. When I lived in an apartment, I basically would live in my bed of just, I'll eat there, sleep there. I know not everyone's like this, so I understand. But I'm also going to have some fun props with you to emphasize my point if you want to watch on YouTube, because why not? All right. People usually say I'm pretty calm, cool, and like collected and chill. And every time I'm like, no, I'm actually kind of crazy, like a anxiety ridden mess, worrying all the time. And people are like, what are you talking about? But this is me, as that song says. Thank you. So 3 times this month, I've been told something that I'm actually liking. At first, I didn't know how I felt about it, but we're going to embrace it. I've been told that I'm an industry disruptor. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I am. Because there's some things out there that I really don't like. And I've structured my clinic and the setup and any way to work with me or any of my doctors is probably going to be different than you've ever experienced. It's a lot of caring and actually trying to get to the root cause of your problem instead of just rushing through things. So there you have it. But today, I really wanted to focus on, I've heard this for years, thousands of patients. They come in, and a lot of times I'm not the first stop. A lot of times it's panic of, can you save my career? Can you save this tour? Can you save my health? So they've been other places. And as we're talking, things come up of what other doctors have told them. So we're going to talk about my top 3. I wouldn't even say my favorite, but what comes up way more than it should and is just complete and utter bullshit. So here's the first one. That you need surgery without even a full exam or imaging, and the doctor never even touches you where it hurts. Yes, I'm going Britney Spears right now with a knife. Thank you. I just can't. I mean, it blows my mind how many people are like, oh, the doctor said I need surgery. And I'm like, okay. Did you go through full history? They're like, no, I just said my low back hurts. And they're like, all right, let's go in there, shave that disc or do a discectomy, and you'll be pain-free for the rest of your life. I'm calling bullshit. 2, why would you, I mean, they're like, I said, okay, can I see the imaging? And like, what exam did you do? Like, did they do a full neurological functional movement exam? Did they palpate or feel the tissue? Put their hands on you? No, they sat in the chair across the room. Mind blown. Mind blown. If this is you and you can relate to this, please let me know. Your doctor needs to be if it's your knee, they should be feeling your knee and testing things and going on and watching you move, doing neurological functional tests. And then if it's concluded through that you need imaging, that there are some red flags or some things they want to dig deeper in and they can't figure out the root cause from that, then let's do it. Let's see what's going on. But rushing to the knife and thinking that it's an easy fix and that's going to help you, No, there's risks involved in that too. Every time you cut, you're creating scar tissue. You're cutting into the nerves, the fascia, the tissue layers, and that sends off a cascade of events of an inflammatory response. And I'm not knocking surgery. Like, I've sent people for surgery. It is needed sometimes. And of course, in an emergency. Hello. We're not talking about that here. We're talking about, oh, let's just scope your knee for no reason. Let's just do back surgery. And also, what you don't realize is, okay, maybe you want to choose the knee surgery option or back surgery option. If you're taking away a disc or a meniscus, you are fast tracking yourself to arthritis and scar tissue. That is bone on bone you're placing with, and our bodies aren't totally designed for that. So why would we want to rush through that process? Everyone deserves an effective conservative care plan first to see, because your back, you didn't just bend over for no reason and your back go out. I know that's what usually happens, but that is years and years of thousands of small movements that you were doing incorrectly, and your body creating a compensation pattern and an inflammatory response. And finally, it was like, y'all, we're done. You need to pay attention to this now and figure this out. So going straight to the surgery, not even correcting the root cause of the problem, which is probably how you're stabilizing yourself, which is incorrectly, probably not breathing correctly. And if it's your knee, is your foot even activated? Are you bringing it around like a flipper? Is your glute correctly firing, or are you just so tight your butt can't even relax and you're not even breathing into your butthole? I mean, think about these things. So, once again, the first option should not be surgery unless it's an emergency. Thank you. I should have danced with the knife like Brittany. I'm Brittany, bitch. I'm Dr. Audra Lance, bitch. You know the song. Okay. All right. Next thing. Number 2 of bullshit things doctors say. That if you have knee pain, you need to quit running or quit squatting. Okay. So explain to me this. If you're going to quit moving your knees and running, or especially squatting, how are you going to get on and off the toilet to take a poop? You squat doing that. How are you going to sit down in a chair? How are you going to sit down on the couch? How are you going to get in and out of your car? Newsflash, that is squatting. That is an ADL, an activity of daily living that you need to be able to perform in order to move around correctly. So telling someone that just blows my mind. And if someone's a runner, you know how devastating that is to be like, you need to quit running. That's it. You're done for your life. That's going to fix it. Tell me how that is going to fix it. Okay, you're not loading the joint over and over again, but you're also not getting exercise and all those benefits. And clearly there's a problem where there's compensation. I mean, knee issues, unless it's a trauma, like a hit, and is not usually the problem. The knee is kind of like the middle child. It's never its fault. It's usually coming from the hip or somewhere farther up the chain or lower down the chain. And the knee just gets all the pressure and the loading, and it's the first one to go because it's not made to handle and take over everything and, boss the older sibling around and the younger sibling and figure it all out. So in this case, we need to make sure we're doing a correct exam and figuring out the root cause of the problem, and then looking above and below to why this knee is hurting so much and being overloaded and stressed. Yes, an injury is technically stress. It is overstressed on the joint, pissing it off, causing inflammation, scar tissue, the whole cascade of events. And now, let's talk about the third thing that's bullshit that doctors tell people all the time. Can anyone guess what it's going to be? All right. that it is normal to pee yourself. That's just what happens when you get older. Oh, yeah, that's normal. Just wear one of these diapers. You like this? It's very well designed. Or just get a little pad, put a little panty liner in. Just wear those black leggings, please. Just because it's common doesn't mean that it's normal. Let me say that again. I know it is so common for people to pee themselves right now, and it is joked about, it is laughed about. It's just like, oh, that's what happens. It is not normal to pee yourself. Thank you. I mean, I know I'm a little spicy today, and I hope you're liking this because I just get so fed up and like can't stay calm, cool, and collected over some of this stuff because it is just ridiculous. And we're not serving and helping people in the way that we are supposed to. And I get it. It's not always the doctor's fault. It's just they may not know the next steps of who to send someone to for that because there's all different specialties and everything else. And so that's why they're just like, well, that's normal because it's popular. But it is not normal to pee yourself and wear a diaper. Your pelvic floor is like a diaper of muscles surrounding and activating. Okay. So think of it. We don't want a diaper to walk around in, a saggy, ugly, poopy diaper. We want to rock around in those cute boy shorts or those nice boxer briefs, that look good, accentuate all the good parts. So if you're peeing yourself, you're wearing a saggy diaper, let me tell you, and your core muscles and pelvic floor are just not correctly in sync with your brain, and your brain's not exactly sure how to use them. And another myth is that pelvic floor isn't strong. That's usually incorrect. It's that you can't even relax and you have so much tension there that you can't eccentrically load it. So in a squat, those muscles are eccentrically loaded as you're going down. Same with jumping, running, all the times where you commonly pee yourself and you don't have control of that. And to get control of that, we have to relax your pelvic floor. So in De-Stress in 20, a fun game plan I made, it's super simple. We put you in positions where you can actually breathe and feel your pelvic floor and then make it a workout from there to activate your hips and the diaper muscles and cute boxer brief muscles and booty shorts around so that your core and pelvic floor can work as one along with your diaphragm. And that's how we slowly build new, stable patterns and fix you peeing yourself. And we go into a lot of other pelvic floor stuff in a couple other podcast episodes. And then like part B of that, of peeing yourself, they go, well, you should just get that mesh. Just get that mesh. And how many recalls does a lot of that mesh have? A lot right now. You're inserting a foreign object into your body. And you know what happens when you insert a foreign object into your body? Your body thinks something's wrong and attacks it. It's an inflammatory response. That's why we get scar tissue. That's why you have inflammation and responses such as swelling, headaches, puffiness, and some's worse than others. But we don't want to do that unless we have to. And there is a whole conservative game plan to do for your pelvic floor before you get to the mesh step. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And seriously, if you're struggling with any of this or have heard this before, please DM me. I want to hear about it. And it'll make me angry, but I'm here to help you. And if you have heard any of this stuff before, I'm sorry. Keep looking, keep finding other practitioners. And if you've had a friend say that they've heard this, please forward this as an episode so they can listen to it so we can help everyone out. That's the goal here. Help more people out. Let's talk about the good things out there. Let's talk about the bullshit out there. Let's do this. Have a good day.